about yesterday. Your smile, your style so fly. My, oh my. As time stood still, I got the urge to steal a kiss, and so I did. Now I'm embarrassed, but just a little bit. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear God.
Can you imagine?
Happy birthday
Out in the
to
woods
you.
in a big old house, we'd pass our days on clouds.
Aww. He only has eyes for Daddy.
Oh, since I met you, I feel unbreakable. Oh, I can take it all. Wish me good luck, give me the courage to ask for more. Oh, there must be gold on those lips and honey on those fingertips. Oh, we could be birds, discovering the world, the best ones they've ever heard about.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Lisa. If you are new here, I have 5 young kids and it's an exciting day here today because my oldest child is turning 9. So we're doing a lot of fun birthday things today. We're not having a party today. I'm hoping to have a party sometime later this summer, but we're just going to do a lot of fun family things and try to do the things that he loves. So one of his favorite meals to eat is homemade pasta, fresh pasta with marinara sauce and homemade meatballs. So I'm going to make that happen for him tonight. Probably going to make some 1-hour focaccia bread. All of these recipes you're going to be able to find on my blog, and I will walk you through how to do them here on the video as well. And I need to make a cake. So I was trying to think of what kind of cake to make. What would he enjoy? What did I already have on hand? And I think what I'm going to try to do is a chocolate layer cake with peanut butter buttercream filling. So this is something that's going to be new. I've never done this before, but I have some recipes that I'm just going to try to adapt, and I think he's going to love it. Of course, we all love Reese's peanut butter cups, and that's what this is going to be kind of like a take on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. My kids right now are at VBS. It's the last day of VBS, so I have just about 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to make the dough, maybe get the sauce started, and make some peanut butter so that I'll be able to make the cake up later this afternoon. Making pasta dough is actually pretty easy. You only need flour and eggs. And I like to make my dough directly on my countertop, but it's also really easy to do if you just stir everything together in a bowl. This is just kind of a little bit more of a fun way and a more authentic way. So I just added my flour to the counter and made a well and cracked the eggs in. I'm using 5 eggs for our pasta dough. So we are having my husband's parents over for dinner, and a general rule of thumb whenever I'm making homemade pasta is to do 1 egg per adult. Now, of course, kids aren't going to eat as much as adults do, so this turned out to be plenty for our 4 adults and 5 kids. So if you do 1 egg per adult, you'll probably have a little bit left over. So just kind of mix all of the egg and flour together, and then once your eggs are mixed up, you can start to knead the dough. And kneading the dough is actually really important, and you want to make sure that you knead it pretty well until it is really smooth. What I have found from making pasta dough over the years is that if you take the time to knead it a little extra, then your pasta dough is going to stay together and it's going to go through the machine, or you're going to be able to roll it out a lot better if you take the time to knead it for at least 5 minutes. Now at this point, I'm just going to put the pasta dough in the refrigerator to chill until I'm ready. If I was going to make it right away, then I could just set it out on the counter and let it rest for 30 minutes before rolling it out. Back from VBS. We got a fun lunch out, and now it's time to finish up the rest of my dinner prep. So the first step is I'm going to make a really big batch of homemade marinara sauce. I'm probably going to either double it or just do like 1.5, because I want to have, it'll make plenty for tonight, but then I want to have a lot extra to put in the freezer, because I love having marinara sauce on hand in the freezer. It's just so easy to pull out. I also have all my pasta that I already made, so I need to roll that out and cut it into noodles, and I've got to make the cake and the meatballs. So it's time to get busy while the toddlers are napping and while the big kids are playing downstairs.
7 days of eternity, 7 days in another country. Every cell screams, stay right here, and my legs, they freeze us in fear. We got time after this, but I'll need you as my brightest light, even in the darkest night. You shine so bright. Can someone make this disappear? I'm having a crisis down here.
Okay, so I'm slightly behind schedule, but this cake took a little bit more time than I anticipated. But it's done. I think it's going to be delicious. It's perfectly imperfect, which is kind of all of my cakes. I'm not a professional baker by any means, but I love a good homemade cake. So I think this one's going to be really yummy. Now I just need to roll out the pasta, make the meatballs. I've got my sauce simmering over here. So huge pot of sauce. So now it's just time for the meatballs, and I'll give you a peek at the cake. It's gonna go in the fridge and chill until we're ready to eat it. You can, of course, roll out your pasta by hand, just on a large surface with a rolling pin. And that's the way that I did it when I first started making pasta. But I will say that this pasta machine makes it so much easier, and it really makes homemade pasta accessible and doable even on weeknights. So if homemade pasta is something that you think you would like to do regularly, I highly suggest investing in a machine like this one. I have this one linked in my Amazon shop. So basically what you're going to do is roll all the pieces through. It has a dial on the side that will increasingly bring the cylinders closer to one another, making the pasta thinner as you go. The very first setting is the only setting where I will put the pasta dough through more than once, and I'll usually do kind of like a trifold fold and then put it through like 2 or 3 times. And then on the remaining settings, I only put it through 1 time. And usually you really don't need to add too much flour. If you've taken the time to knead it well in the beginning, then you're not going to need much flour as you are putting it through the machine. However, if you do notice that it's sticking in any spots, just lightly dust it with flour as you put it back through. For regular noodles, I will usually go to the 8th setting. I believe my machine goes all the way up to 10, but 8 is plenty thin. After you've let the pasta dry for just a little bit, it really can vary depending on your kitchen and how hot or cold it is in your kitchen, whether or not you have the ceiling fan on. Basically, you want the pasta dough to be pliable, but not wet or tacky. And then at that point, you can run it through the machine. My machine has 2 settings, either fettuccine or this angel hair. That is our personal favorite. And this stage is one that I'll usually let my kids help cut. They love to use the machine, and this is an easy enough part where they can twirl it and put the noodles through, and they love to see it coming out the other side.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet. I've got it right and I got it wrong.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Jojo Bean, let him do it.
Happy birthday to you.
Let my fingers walk over your head. We got nothing to be scared of. I'd rather be with you than by myself. Now always in your
Do you like
head.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this peek into our day celebrating our oldest boy Jack's birthday. We had a really great day. I think he really felt loved and special, which was the whole goal of the day. I am going to be going to bed very tired. It's just the best kind of tired, knowing that I have done all that I could today to make his day and just to have a really great family day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, if you're new here, first of all, thank you so much for watching. And second of all, I would love it for you to stick around, click that red subscribe box, and you'll see when new videos come out. I'm gonna go sit on the couch and rest a little bit before taking care of the rest of our kitchen. Really, it's not too messy at this point, but I do have a lot of marinara sauce to put away. So if you want to find any of the recipes, the cake, the pasta, the marinara sauce, the meatballs, everything is down linked below in the video description, so you can find links to all those things. My cookbook is also linked down there, so you can check that out as well. So that's it guys. Hope you have a great evening or morning, whenever. I'm gonna go have a good evening chilling out on the couch. Bye.